Hi, for those of you who don't know me, my name's Tony Doty and I'm a minister at the Dream Centre Christian Church, and I'm here today with a good friend of mine, James Hannan. And James Hannan, on the 25th of November in our mini auditorium at the Dream Centre, will be speaking with us. And so I'm really excited that he's coming along to share with us on that night. And so, James, what are some of the things that you're going to actually be talking with us about?
Well, Tony, there's a lot of changes happening in people's lives right now. People are looking for answers to their purpose in life. They're looking for ways to get connected with themselves, with their God, with their community. They're looking for ways to actually beat anxiety, beat depression. They're looking for ways to actually increase their income and all these things. And that's a lot of things to cover. And so on this night, what we're going to do is just do some groundwork on those areas because, you know, my background, Tony, as you know, we've spoken all over the world. We've seen some amazing things happen in people's lives. And right now we're seeing God move in men's lives in particular in rising them up in the marketplace and in their families and in their churches so that they can become the men that they were destined to be. And really, that's what this night's going to be, is how they can connect with their purpose. A lot of men don't know what their purpose actually is, and so they feel like they're floundering about, you know, and so I really want to help them to connect with their purpose, connect with their greatness and accept who they are, accept their responsibility as a man, accept their responsibility of greatness as a man, and what they can do out there. And that's really what I want to get across to these guys, and how that they can take who they are, and what's inside of them, and take it out into the community and to change the community. Because God's moving. He really is. Last year, we ran just some really small events in the marketplace, right out there. And we saw, just from people would pay to come to hear us speak. They were coming to be trained on business and all this stuff. And you know what would happen, Tony? At the end of the event, people would get saved. Wow. We got over 100 people saved at these events, very small, intimate events. And this is out there in the marketplace. So things are happening. And I want to, if I can do one thing, if I could impart into men's lives that they can do that too, that they, in what they're doing right now, that they can get out into the marketplace, whether it's a job, whether it's a business, whether it's in their family, and see those type of results just from being connected with their God, with their dream, with their purpose, then they're going to change lives. They're going to change their own life, their family's lives, their children's lives, their youth group lives. If you're, I'd love to see some young men here. I'd love to see the 14 and 15-year-old men and above come into this because, let's face it, these guys, they're our next generation. They need these principles that we're going to be covering.
Yeah, cool. James, I've known you for about 8 years now, and we've talked about this before. When my pastor, Pastor Rod, said that you're available to come on and chat with us, I was really excited, about that because I have seen people's lives change from being associated with you and taking on some of the principles that are godly principles that you have had working in your life, and you've been sharing with me some about wealth creation, how that you've been speaking in like 17 countries plus around the world. Is there some specifics that you can let us know about now that we're going to hear about on the night about that wealth creation?
Yeah, I think we can. We'll give a little bit now, and that is people need to make wise choices. Now isn't the time to be going out there and doing risky things. Now is the time to be making some wise choices. We'll talk a little bit about what those choices can be. Important things like how to handle the debt and get out of debt. We might spend a little bit of time at the end of the meeting because I want God to show up there as well and have some great time of fellowship with the big fella upstairs so that he has time to touch people's lives because let's face it, we can't do much without him.
Yeah, that's true.
And but wealth creation is an important thing, and it is a responsibility that we all should take. I think gone are the days where we can sit back and believe that the government's going to look after us, or believe that our employer is going to look after us. I think we as men need to take on that responsibility now that we have to do something.
Yeah.
And inside each man is something great. They've got an idea, they've got a passion, they've got something that they know that they could do, or they've been offered something, and it's time for them to grab a hold of that. And I would love just to have that time of impartation with them, because I believe Christianity is caught more than taught. You know, life and being successful, it's all caught more than taught. You know, we've got some great friends who say success leaves clues. You know, and there's no more successful person that I know than Jesus Christ. And he's left some pretty big clues. So we'll talk about that as well. But it's a lot of things to cover. You know, but what I think is we're going to get some fundamentals, some basics put into place for everyone that night. And we're just going to hang around. We're going to, at the end of the evening, we'll be there to talk. We might go out for a coffee afterwards, or green tea for those of you, or a glass of water for those that are more health conscious. But it's about depositing something great. And there are so many things. But, you know, men, if you can come, women, if you've got a man that, your husband, and he's thinking about it, just encourage him. Kick him out of the house for the night. Get him to come. And I know that his life will be impacted if he chooses it to be. And I know that he will come out of that event and come back home to you with some great vision.
Yeah, great. Well, James, I'm certainly looking forward to the night, and there's probably many more questions that I could ask you right now, but I really just want to encourage you guys, just as James has said, to come along to that night and bring a friend with you, and because it will be a life-changing night. Yes, we will be having some praise and worship that night, and there'll be great opportunities to fellowship and meet with some other business guys and some other people who are doing life with God. And so we just want to flourish, and we want to see men flourish in the kingdom of God.
Actually, on that, Tony, I think you just hit the nail on the head with that. Guys, if you have a friend, bring them to this night, because the principles, the fundamentals that we'll talk about, that will impact them, because they'll be able to take these principles away and put them into their own marriage and into their own business. Because, look, we want to be able to leave a deposit in the community as a whole. And it's not always about preaching at somebody and trying to ram Jesus down their throat. It's about grabbing a person and becoming their friend. And if we can bring value to the community, Tony, if we can bring that value of we have something that'll help you and support you for your dreams. It doesn't mean that you have to come to church, but it allows us to support you. Then people will want to be connected with us. And this night will be one of those times where if you've got a friend and just say to them this is what you say to them. Hey, why don't you come and listen to this international businessman? He's speaking at our church on fundamental principles that you can put into place to help you build your business and have more success. Have a better marriage, have children that actually want to hang around you and that love you. You know, you just met mine. They didn't want to let me go. They had great fun with my hair. And, you know, life is about having fun. It's about bringing value to others. And, you know, I can't wait. I really can't wait for this evening. Yeah,
me neither. I'm so looking forward. So, again, it's Wednesday the 25th of November at 7:30 in the mini auditorium at the Dream Centre Christian Church, and we look forward to seeing you there. James, I'm so looking forward to the night.
Me too, mate.
Awesome.
See you guys.